I think everything for us to practice is look beyond limitations. Look beyond the words. Look beyond the shape. Practice to look beyond the superficiality of things. Because this is where the meaning lies, or this is where part of the realization lies.
I think in my life, I want to be liked, but the way that my life tends to operate is I might aspire for that, but then I fall into almost a bit of an autopilot, and I run the same pattern throughout the week, and I respond in the same ways to the same external stimulus. So although one might aspire to be freer and to be less agitated, or to be, all those things, I quickly fall back into my old path, my old autopilot, because life does seem to come at me pretty quickly. If I look at my calendar, it's just full every day. So I wake up and I woke up this morning and I'm like with one eye open looking at my phone schedule to figure out what day it is and what that means and what I have to do and what's just happened. And the podcast has gone out. I've got this email from this person and there's my calendar. Oh, and I'm late by 20 minutes. And although I might have the day before said to myself that this week we're going to be joyful and light and free, it feels like the week hits me like a truck and then boom, autopilot.
So our goal is set in a way. And now comes the next realization: just because your goal is set doesn't mean this life is going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Meaning, you really must make sure how important is that goal really for you. Because I witness it in my life as well. So at some point, when it started to become a lot public, the calendar went full. And at some point I said to myself, okay, now it's becoming too full. Let's start to settle down a bit. Let's start to stay a little bit more in the background. But then still requests coming in still. And then you were thinking, come this one still. But ultimately it's really up to you. How much do you really want it? And it's going to continue like this until you will ultimately come to the point, and it's going to come quickly, I do think, where you realize for yourself that it's an infinite direction of possibilities. They will never run out. But you will still have to figure out what is it that you really want from your life.
People will say, well, I want to have a mansion and I would like to have a private jet and I would like to have a beautiful partner, or I'd like to have a trophy.
Valid, absolutely understandable as well.